Hey everyone, this is video 13 of our journey through Fire Red. Okay, so, after beating Lieutenant Surge, I healed in Pokemon, and now we're gonna go get Flash. Flash is needed to go through the cave to get to a certain cave. We'll cover that later on. This cave here, Diglett's Cave, is full of, you guessed it, Diglett, and you can run into, if you're lucky, some Dugtrio. Powerplant, Razor Leaf, of course. Grass, he's a grass and he's a ground. You know, it's better to do it that way. So, a Razor Leaf again. So, the only thing that I think will be a problem with coming up here is to get Flash, we're going to need 10 Pokemon, and I've only caught 2, which Bulbasaur and Kitty Cut, which I'm using for cut. So I'm going to need another 8 Pokemon to catch to get Flash from the aid, Professor Oak's aid. Ooh, look at Dugtrio. See, they're pretty high level too, so if you catch one in here, I mean, it'll make a good addition as a ground tap to your team. So Sandtomb traps you if it gets used, and I'm gonna use Razor Leaf, and didn't even knock it out. See, Dugtrio is pretty powerful. You could also catch just a Diglett and do it that way. Okay, so Secret Power. We'll knock it out. Okay, so Power Plant leveled up. Level 37. So as we continue through Diglett's Cave, it's not very interesting. I mean, just Diglett and Dugtrio and stuff. So I Razor Leaf again. This is a pretty big cave. Getting towards the end. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so. Okay, if you remember this place, it was right next to Viridian Forest where you came out at, and there's back here there's nothing. And you go into this house here, there's a guy standing here talking about cut, and this kid back here with kind of like a Game Boy, and he'll give you, if you give him an Abra, he'll give you a Mr. Mime, which Mr. Mime's pretty good. He's Confusion, you know. And okay, so use cut here, Kitty Cut, use cut, and then there's a little building down. Well, it's not very that little. It's kind of, well, I don't know. It's this guy over here in his white coat, he's Professor Oak's aide, and if you have 10 species of Pokemon, I'll give you HMO5, which is Flash. But I need to go catch 10, or 8, to get HMO5. So right now, I'm going to go explore the land and go catch 8 Pokemon. Okay, so I'm back from catching 8 more Pokemon. So I talked to the aide again. And if I have 10 species, he'll give me HMO5. And so I have 10 species now. Okay, the key Pokemon that I caught that I'm just using for HM are, I caught a Pikachu for Flash, Strength, and Rock Smash, and a Pidgey for Fly. The only thing I'll need now is a water Pokemon for Surf. And so, that's all I'll need. So, I taught Pikachu Flash, which we'll need later. And now we're going to head back to Vermilion City. Okay, so Route 2 here, we use Kitty Cut to cut down this tree. these are the Pokemon I have right now. Only Bulbasaur will be being trained and battled with, but the 3 other are just HM. I'm going to use a Repel because I don't really want to run into a bunch of wild Pokemon here. I have 1 more left, okay. It won't take me through the whole place, but it'll take me part way through. And I'm going to run down here. Keep running until I hope I don't run into any wild Pokemon. Wears off. Should be almost run. Yeah, ran out right there. Okay, so ran into probably a Diglett. Okay, a Diglett. The mole Pokemon. Okay, so I'm gonna use Razor Leaf. Bye bye, Diglett. Okay, so continuing trying to get out of this cave here. It's a killer cave. Oh, right next to the door. Yes. Okay, so we're out of here. And now we're going to go here on Route 11 and fight some trainers that are here. There's some youngsters and a couple engineers and I think a couple gamblers too. Okay, so he's got Ekans, level 21, and powerplant should be able to take care of pretty good with secret power. Hopefully, won't paralyze. It did knock it out in 1 hit. Okay, that's pretty sweet right there. Is that we got? It's pretty cool that worked out as it did. Huh. Okay, so if we continue walking here, there's another youngster, of course, because all the youngsters hang out in fields. Now without their parents. He's got a Sandshrew. Go, powerplant. Razor Leaf should knock it out. Yeah. Okay, so Zubat. Fight and secret power. Yeah, so Zubat should be knocked out in 1 hit. Yeah, that was a pretty simple battle. So I'll just stand right here and wait for this guy to run up here. And ba-bam. I've raised my Pokemon carefully. They should be ready by now. By now? You have Pokemon? I have a Pokemon. I have 1. Bulbasaur. The secret power. Tackle you. That's pretty good. Critical hit. He's got a Nidoran male and a Nidorino, I think he has. Yeah. So this will be the first time you'll see a Nidorino unless you've caught a Nidoran and trained into a Nidorino. And yeah, they're more powerful than Nidoran. Okay, it was pretty simple. Dave is defeated. Bye-bye. So the Pokeball over here contains an X defend, which is helpful if you're doing battles and you need, you know, X attack, X defend, all the other X's. There's a gambler here, or a gamer. They were gambler in the back last game. They had to change it, you know, so kids don't like gambling, but they do. Gamer, sets on oddish. Okay, so as we're getting towards the end here of this battle, end of part 13, we're gonna head on to the next part of, and to try to get Vernier to Celadon City.